Video pros, are you ready to revolutionize your on-site storage? This box from QNAP may just change your life. Today we're talking about QNAP's best kept secret. They're all flash, all solid-state storage NAS devices. Check this out, NVMe's, SSDs. If you're a nerd and you're into storage, this video is for you. I was super excited when QNAP said they wanted me to test this out and create a review on it. I told them right up, hey, look, I don't want the product. We're not doing a trade. I want an unbiased review. I want to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly with this device, and I don't want to be influenced with your bribery of free products.
I want the truth!
So let's get started. What caught my eye was at NAB, I saw the NVMe, so I was like, oh my God, I gotta go check this out. You know where we gotta go, the first stop, QNAP storage, the most important part of the entire workflow. So I ran on over, I'm like, hey, QNAP guy, tell me all about this thing, I wanna know.
Basically, this is for video production or people who have DIT cards, they want to install it on the go, like just on a DIT card. It does not take that much power as well. The halftime show for the NFL this year was actually on this device.
Damn!
I was so intrigued by this new box that I actually got one in to test via QNAP. I wanted to see, could this TBS-h574TX dethrone the OG fanless SSD solid hunk of metal, the TS-i410X. And I've kept the labels on both of these because for whatever reason, I can never remember the naming conventions. So I always change the name on these and call them something like the metal box and the heavy one. As an all NVMe flash solution, this thing is fast. Is it as fast as if you built your own box? No. Is it small, compact, easy, will fit in a Pelican case? Yes. I love that it has 5 bays. I think 5 is great. It's that magic number for a RAID 5. This little switch is actually super annoying. I don't think you'd be opening this that often. For some reason, this little switch thing gets jammed up on me. I think I just have massive fingers or something. You're not gonna play with this very often. It does reveal the 5 drive bays, as you can see right here, and they are super simple. You just pull the little switch, pull it out like any NAS that you've used before, and there you go, put your NVMe's in there. A concern that people had on this NAS is the fans. And out of the box, the fan noise on this, I gotta be honest, it's insane. I did go in the settings, and this could be a bug, but I changed the fans manually. I don't know if everyone knows that you can control the fans via the QNAP interface. So I went into the interface, changed the fans, made them lower around 20%, and that seemed to be the sweet spot of keeping it cool, but also being totally silent. I saved those settings, pulled the power cord, and just reset the NAS, and then like magic, it worked just fine. And the fans were no longer a problem. I like that this unit has Thunderbolt, and I have a love-hate with Thunderbolt. I think anyone who is primarily Windows knows that Thunderbolt is a huge pain in the ass.
No, God!
And it's hit or miss, mostly miss, every single time working with Windows. I have tried this on the Mac, it works flawless. So if you're in a Mac workflow with their Thunderbolt ports, you are gonna be golden. And I could totally see this living in a Mac environment with the Mac Studio, living on the desk, and you just jamming away with ultra-fast desktop storage. So I think they knocked it out of the park there. That is a great compliment to this. For Windows, I think it kind of works, but I would totally fall back on the 10 gig switch and just live off of the tried but true SMB. I like the 2 Thunderbolt ports on this, not to plug it directly into the computer, but actually to plug hard drives or card readers into. I have an NVMe in here as well. This would be our backup drive, let's say. I could take that, plug in the Thunderbolt, and I would get wicked fast speed, so I could quickly dump this for the client, and then I could send that away with them right from set or off the cart. I wanted to talk a little bit about this one. I know this is all about the NVMe unit, but this is their SSD enterprise version of this box, and this actually came out first. It's the TS-i410X. This thing has the X in the name because it's extreme. Honest to God, this box is 100% metal, no fans, there's no parts that can break on it. It only has 4 drive bays, which is kind of the bummer on this one, but it's just a solid hunk of metal. We took this NAS out in the field for a job we had with the Marines, and it was awesome. It lived on a DIT cart, it fell in the dirt, it was just thrown around, kicked around, and then brought back from the field into an edit bay where 3 editors were working off of a 10 gig switch at the same time. Totally held up. It worked awesome. Something else that bugged me a little bit was why they put a 2.5 and a 10 gig out on this. why didn't they just put two 10 gigabit Ethernet ports? I'm sure there is a technical reason and there is an engineering reason and there may even be a heat management reason why they didn't do that. But if it was a cost thing, I would totally rather pay more and just get two that we can trunk together.
Shut up and take my money.
And get, hypothetically two 10 gigabits. Another thing the older but more robust, in my opinion, box has is a slower processor. So it's using the Atom versus this is an i5. Much faster processor, can handle a throughput and can handle more needs and users. This again is not meant for this like massive multi-user workflow. And once you weigh all those options, I think you can make a great decision. I know they have a 2-tier units here, an i3 and an i5. Does it have some really cool features? Oh, 100%. Does it have things that we could improve? I think so. But as a V1, as their entry product into the market, I think this is very cool. I think the price point on this, I've seen a lot of talk on it where they said, it's not so great. We don't like that cost. We don't love it at $1,200 to $1,500. We're so immune to that. We spend thousands of dollars on lenses, on hard drives, on cameras. If you're used to spending that kind of money on equipment that works, this could be a great fit for you. I think you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, do I need the performance? Is the I/O on this, are the ports, is that enough for me? The two Thunderbolt ports plus the two USBs, I think it's super fair. I think the ease of installation, great. I think the build quality is great with the metal here. I would love to see it be fully metal like this one. If you're anyone that's out in the field, you know that minimum viable product of any piece of device, if you could just have a metal block. I feel like if I drop this would actually break whatever it hits versus the other way around. This is a really good competitor in the market right now, and I think it actually has a good place. Again, it really grew on me. At first, I didn't understand where this would live in the ecosystem, but as I saw the speed performance, we were moving quite a bit of data in like 60 seconds, so I could see how this would be super essential on set. So is this box, the TBS-h574TX, one that will end up in your house? I guess you have to decide. Is this for you?